Good morning. My name is Rachel, and I am the Thrifty Crocheter. Yesterday, I did not put out a devotional video because yesterday I woke up with tremendous migraine. I mean, it was one of those where light makes a sound. And if you ever had migraines that are like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, I was nauseous. My whole head hurt, and I didn't even go to work yesterday. I slept most of the day. So, yeah, I was not well. And even my neck hurt yesterday. My whole neck hurt. It's my neck. My head feels better, but my neck is still a little bit tender. But it's better. But today is Thursday, the 26th, and today, peace over greed. 365 days of kindness. Peace over greed. Is not the whole land before you? Separate yourself from me. If you take the left hand, then I will go to the right. If you take the right, I will go to the left. Abram and his nephew Lot had been on a long journey together to reach the land that God had promised them. When they got there, I forgot to tell you, the verse is from Genesis 13:9. Abram and his nephew Lot had been on a long journey together to reach the land that God had promised them. When they got there, Abram had a choice to make. There was good land and there was very good land. Abram chose peace over greed and gave the very good land to his nephew. As a result, God blessed Abram abundantly. You may have some choices to make today that will require you to give up something that seems very good for the sake of someone else. Let God bless you as you practice generosity. Yeah, if you go back and read your scriptures in Genesis, Abraham was Abram before his name got changed to Abraham. And his wife Sarah, I think it's Sarai and then Sarah, or vice versa, but even her name got changed. Act of kindness. Let someone in your house choose what show to watch. Now that's interesting. Let someone in your house choose what show to watch. All right. 365. The Daily Guy posts 365 spirit lifting devotions for grandmothers. September 26th. Wisdom is with the aged men, with long life is understanding. Job 12:12. For several years, I've participated in a writers group once a month. I critique their work, answer questions, and offer advice on getting published. I try to encourage the members as much as I can. They're quite prolific. They often send their work to magazine and book editors and enter contests. Some have seen their prose in print, and others have finished ambitious memoirs they're trying to get published. Why is this group so special? Every member is over the age of 80. Their founder is still writing poetry at 95. At 95. I don't know how old he was when he passed away. No, it's been several years ago, though. There was this family friend of ours. I don't know what his real name is, but his name was Pop Cornwell, and was Pop Cornwell. And he had his own little book of poetry that he wrote, and some of them were really funny, and they were pretty much down to earth, and some were kind of spiritual. But he was just even when he was old, he was still writing poetry, and it's amazing. They inspire me because they all have dreams of writing a good story, seeing it published, and sharing it with others. And aside from the occasional jokes about fading memory and bifocals, they don't see their age as an obstacle to achieve their dreams. That's wonderful. In fact, as each day passes, they continue to use the gifts God has given them. Age is never an issue. I like that. Age is never an issue. Thanks to these friends, I'm filled with hope that when I try to picture myself twice the age I am now, I don't fear growing older because I've seen that enthusiasm and good humor can help keep my spirit young. Oh, yes. Sorry. Also, I know that God will still have work for me. I think of others whom God put to work in their later years. Biblical heroes like Noah and Moses, and more recent heroes like Mother Teresa and the Reverend Billy Graham. As my own parents continue to work and volunteer, I see firsthand that God will have plenty for me to do as long as I'm healthy and my spirit is willing to follow where He leads me. Lord, as my body grows older, keep me young in heart, mind, and spirit. Gina Bridgman. This is just really wonderful. Illustrated Words of Jesus for Women, a daily devotional. 365 days of calming, coloring, and meaningful meditation on the words of Jesus. September 26th. Growing faith. You of little faith, why are you so afraid? Matthew 8:26. The disciples were scared because they were in a boat and a storm blew up. They were afraid that the boat would sink. After all they had been through with Jesus, you might think that they would have faith that He would protect them. They knew He could do anything. However, they were human and sometimes they were scared that Jesus wasn't going to take care of them. Maybe you feel the same way sometimes. When you think about it, it must have made Jesus sad that His disciples' faith wasn't stronger since they knew so much about Him. But He didn't give up on them, and He won't give up on you either. No, He will never give up on you. Just ask Jesus to help your faith grow stronger, and you will see that happening a little bit at a time. I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief. Mark 9:24. That is so true. He will never, ever quit on you. He won't. He always believes in you. He's right there for you. He's right there. He's right here. So, just a short little devotions today. Like I said, yesterday I had a horrible migraine. I mean, I'm a person who loves sunshine and light, but I closed my blinds and my curtains and was in the dark all day yesterday because light was making a sound, and my whole head hurt. The top of my head, sides of my head, my whole head felt like it was going to explode, and I was like, no, I cannot do this today. So I stayed home from work yesterday and slept most of the day. In fact, I watched it. I slept like 10 hours. Off and on all day, 10 hours. Over 10 hours. Sometimes you just got to take a day for yourself. And the thing is, I was just off the day before because it was my regular scheduled off day. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. And then on top of that, yesterday, my dog woke up with diarrhea. So I was not having a fun day yesterday. It was a very, very bad day yesterday. Anyway, with that, I'm glad that I'm feeling better, and he is feeling better too. My dog is feeling better. This small swatch of yarn has been woven with prayers. As you hold this swatch in your hand, may you feel God's strength, love, and peace flow and know that He holds you in His hands. May God bless and comfort you in time of need and give you peace. Amen. Love you all. Bye.